So as I'm going back to the book of Esther, but this time in a film version, I think it's called the Book of Esther, I believe. Anyway, something like that. It's on Amazon Prime. Anyway, it's near the end, and as I'm as the more I'm watching it, the song by Brandon Lake, "Pharaoh Let My People Go," is in my head, and I'm like, how has this just dropped into my head? And that's when I realised actually the story of Esther and Moses, they're quite familiar because they both have to fight for their people. Esther taking all the political route and going and asking God for wisdom and how to deal with it, whereas Moses literally heading on it confrontationally with Pharaoh by threatening with all these plagues. And you know the whole story. If you're a Christian, you don't know the whole story. I think non-Christians kind of know the story of Moses as well, but I'm not judging him. I'm just saying you should read it. You should read both stories as well. Anyway, you should know every story. But I'm sorry, I'm going a bit off. But anyways, both of them, as I just said, are kind of fighting for their people. You've got Moses who was put in a Moses basket by his true mother and picked up by an Egyptian woman and being looked after all this time by an Egyptian, but being confused about his identity, obviously going after that Egyptian, killing that Egyptian person, and then going on the run and then meeting God in the burning bush. And then you've got Esther, who knows about her identity, but she's been told to conceal her identity until the time's right, and the time is right where she has to then go out into that uncomfortability, that uncertainty, if anything, that the scary factor of it all, because she's standing up forward, and there's obviously procedures and stuff when it comes to the king and queen and stuff. So she's really risking it, and then with Moses as well, going out of that. To be fair, he already kind of is in trouble for killing that Egyptian, but again, he's stepping out into stepping out to the unknown and out of that comfort kind of situation. Well, not for him, not necessarily comfort, but more safeness, where he wants to just stay hidden and be on the run, basically, which I assume so anyway. But both stories are very similar, and I only just realised that, and I'm just like, oh wow, they're actually quite similar, just different kind of. So basically, it's a different kind of take on the kind of the helping the suppressed people, where obviously with Moses it's all about getting these people out of Egypt. Esther, it's all about kind of stopping this guy from this degree that's already happened because he signed it without really thinking about it or anything. That's the whole thing. Again, just read the book. It's a really good book. If you not read the book of Esther, you should have done. If you're not a Christian, then I'm going to let you off here if you just come across this video. But as I said, their stories are very similar, and I just realised, I was like, oh wow,